Okay, so you've already joined this crime wickedly in progress. I'm not going to get up because I'm lazy. I'll show you when I get out of here. I've got the exhaust all out. I made a couple cuts. I got to get the tailpipe out. But what I've been working on is this catalytic converter piece. And I didn't videotape any of it just because I started it and I thought, oh, this will be super easy. But it wasn't. The problem that I ran into is whoever put, this has been replaced already. And there's a scab piece in here. I'll show you. There's a scab piece welded in right there. So this is the 2.5, and then they went down to 2 1/4. Or that's 2 1/4 and that's 2 1/8. And it's welded in. And then they welded it into the cat. And you can see it's kind of all crooked. It doesn't even line up straight. So the problem that I faced is when they did that, they put this, they put either a 2 1/8 or a very smaller U-bolt around it. When they did it, they just rammed it on. And it all belonged, you can see it grooved where it joins. So it bent the inner and the outer, so there was no way to get that sleeve out. So what I had to do was cut it back farther from where it grabs so that I could get some fresh metal. And fortunately, it's enough that I can get a clamp around here and make this nice and tight. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I got this cleaned up now, and I'm in the stage of reassembly. So, yeah, I didn't bring it along to tear it all out because it's really just sawzalls and angle grinders and persuading tools to get it out. The big thing is not to damage the cat, obviously, right? Because that's probably the most expensive piece in all of this. So I think I've got enough there where I can slide that on, and this should slide over top. So I can double clamp it, and then the muffler fits over top of this piece. And with this extension, I should be able to get it long enough now because the mufflers were different lengths. So I'm gonna start putting this together, I think. I'm just gonna clamp this. I got some extra clamps, and yeah, we'll start putting it together. Let me show you what I got. Here's the muffler. Here's that piece that will slide in, and then this will just slide into here. And then this distance, because these mufflers were different lengths from end to end, this should buy me the extra little couple inches I need to push the muffler back to get the tailpipe the right length. So I can clamp this and clamp this. So I'm gonna have basically 3 clamps right in a row. Not ideal. I mean, I could pull out my metal stitcher and weld this. Yeah, I could. So we're not going to do that. I'm just going to clamp it. With the kit, I got a bunch of new clamps and hangers. So it came with all this, and these are 2.5 inch, so it's perfect. And then I got some hangers, some new ones that I can put on the back end. And one thing I did notice is the intermediate hanger at the cat converter was actually broken, and I'll show you that when I go back under. The hanger was just hanging on the skid plate. That's probably what was rattling when I'm starting out. Probably. So anyway, I'm gonna start banging this together. Clean workbench. Not check, but that's okay. So I got a couple of these, and I think I can finagle. I bought a couple of extra ones too, and I think I have some in my old inventory of new clamps. So we should be able to make this work. Hope. And obviously the muffler's marked inlet to tell you what's coming in and where the outlet is going. They are directional, especially these cat back fancy resonating exhausts. Now, if memory serves me, that should probably be a 9/16-ish. It's great working right at the tool bench because I don't have to run around for sockets and stuff. They're all right here. So obviously you want this tight enough so when it expands and contracts with the heat and the cold, that it'll stay tight. I find if you don't, these things will loosen, but you don't want to tighten it so much that you start to indent the metal and then you can never slip it apart again if you need to. So that's that one. We'll zip this one in and I'll decide if I want to clamp this around the thing or just, yep, we'll clamp it. All right, so all that's together. Now I can cram this down underneath the Jeep and we'll keep moving along. I think this one is going to be too big. All right, good morning. We're back. So I did a bunch of work last night. I didn't record any of it just cause. So here's where we're at. I did a bunch of test fitting last night. I got this all in. I got one more bracket to install here. This is still loose. Obviously where it goes into the cat where I nipped it off. So I gotta put a bracket around that and then my adapter piece into the 2.5 of the muffler. And then on the back side, I got the bracket, mounting bracket on and then the clamp and it's all tight. But you can see it was getting late and I was kind of tired and I maybe rushed it a little bit, but this arc could afford to come a bit forward more so that that's not as close to the gas tank and not hanging out so much out the back. So you can kind of see the angle there. It doesn't hit anything, but you know, I think I could afford to cut this about another inch and a bit and get that high point right over the top of the axle. This is all pre-bent stuff, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna nip these clamps off and do that. So I'll bring you along for this one since I didn't bring you along for the other stuff. Let's see if we can set you up in a good spot. All right, let's grab a wrench. I thought I was just gonna throw a clamp on this morning and be done, but when I got looking at it, I'm just not happy. And Tanya came out and reminded me to do it right the first time. So here we are. This won't take very long, I don't think. Oops, wrong way. I should probably lube up this emergency brake too while I'm under here. It's looking pretty ratty. Ah, right in the jaw. Awesome. There it goes. Okay, it's out.
Which way it has to go.
I like that. That's better. Okay, so we just took another about an inch and a bit off. Tony's here helping me. I'm hoping that will help clear that too. Looks like it will. Can I push it any more on there, or is that it? Yeah. There we go. There it clicked. Yeah, see there's a lot more clearance there now. And I think that bracket will go on a bit better. Okay, good. Yeah, let me button this up and then I'll show you what we did. Okay, so now this, I need to rotate this back the way it was. Oh, something happened. What's it hitting?
The gas tank.
So at the end of the day, this has to push this way.
Yeah.
So that means this has to go down. Oh no. How's that angle there? It looks good.
This is away from it quite a bit now.
Yeah.
What is this thing though?
That's the upper control arm. So that it's got to fit between those two.
That looks good the way it is right now.
Yeah, but I got to get this hanger to somehow bolt up. Okay, I don't think that's gonna come out anytime soon. I need it to pull the muffler over just like that.
Yeah, and I think this, if you change this, it will work.
It's just gotta come that way. Just a hair. What a pain in the rear end. Holy. Okay, so what I did was I took that bracket and I just took a couple of wrenches and twisted a 180-degree turn into it. So now it'll mount the way I want it to. And I found a bolt that I think is going to be long enough. Hope. If not, this is going to be a long day. Yeah, see, that back one's got it pretty. So this one's just going to give it that little bit of extra. So what I want to do is maybe push it a little that way. Yeah, that completely cross-threaded. That's okay. Ow. Okay. Now I just need to get another one for that front.
And this one won't work?
I'm not a big fan of that. I could have taken that up one, I think, and that would alleviate that.
So that banging that you're hearing though is just the bracket hitting the...
Yeah, but it was hitting here.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try this and see how it does. Yeah, I think that's gonna work just fine.
That looks good.
Okay, I think we got it. So with Tanya's help, we got the back bracket all on. Everything's good on there. It's nice and tight. There's a little bit of play in it, which is fine. And then up here, I made this bracket. So like I said, I twisted that in the, just with a couple of wrenches. I do have a little contact point with the upper control arm, but we'll see how this thing, it's only when it gets banged pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. Everything's all nice and tight now, I think. I used the impact to get that bracket on. So now, the only thing that's left is this one. So this bracket broke. It's the one that goes to the transmission. It just, I don't know, it just snapped. So I'm gonna do another one for here and maybe mount it to the frame. I don't know, something just to give it a little more stability. It's pretty strong, but... Okay, so that's gonna do it. I think I can't stand up. I'm too old for this. But before I wrap it up, let's hear what this thing sounds like. You want to pull your face out from underneath there, babe? Yeah. All right. Let's listen to this kitten purr. Oh yeah. Definitely a lot throatier than she was. So now maybe we'll get an exhaust tip or something, or maybe not. We'll just leave it. Okay, so a little bit more work than I thought it was going to be. And all those adapters, normally you would weld all those seams and make it all nice and pretty, but I'm not doing that. So that's going to do it for today. Thanks to Tanya and her trying to fix the bracket that she bent. Exactly.
There's no way in hell I bent this thing. It's just not, I don't have the... Look, I got it in.
You bent it.
Yeah, because I am Superman.
All right, everyone. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.